battle fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is the Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. I'm going to play you 2 clips from a Letitia James, who is now the New York State's Attorney General. The video, which I'll put a link to, is quite unbelievable. It's her campaign slogan. I think what I like most about this video is how open these liberal communists are about their ambitions. If nothing else, you have to admire their honesty. Glenn Beck, yes, Glenn Beck, warned us all at least 2 years ago that their masks would be removed and they would be emboldened to tell the American people, and not just the American people, I have to say, who they really are. And I guess this video and this audio proves that point. But this is only the tip of the iceberg, facing all nations. What lies beneath is far more sinister. It goes by the name of George Soros. Every attack on Donald Trump, you'll find the fingers of George Soros, directly or indirectly. And if you want to know where the harm is coming from, look no further. I'm going to play quite a long clip, and then a far shorter one. Then I ask you to consider how the legal justice system can operate as an independent arbiter when it is represented by someone like this, who has such hatred and vitriol for a president of the United States. In my mind, and many others, it's truly shocking. But should we really be surprised? Here are the clips, links on my site.
And what would you say to people who say, oh, I'm not going to bother to register to vote because my voice doesn't make a difference, or I'm just one person?
I say one name, Donald Trump. That should motivate you. Get off your ass and vote.
Will you sue him for us?
Oh, we're going to definitely sue him. We're going to be a real pain in the ass. He's going to know my name personally.
I love it. He probably does already.
America is an uncharted territory. We are angrier and more deeply divided than we've ever been at any point in our history since the Civil War. And at the eye of the storm is Donald Trump, ripping families apart, threatening women's most basic rights. I'm running for Attorney General because I will never be afraid to challenge this illegitimate president when our fundamental rights are at stake. From the Muslim ban to efforts to deport immigrants, to denying transgender students the ability to choose whatever bathroom they want, rolling back regulations to protect our planet, colluding with foreign powers, putting profits over people, and dividing us in ways we haven't seen in generations, corruption in Albany, environmental hazards from Buffalo, and a criminal justice system, unfortunately, which has criminalized too many black and brown people. We can do better than this. We need to reform a criminal justice system. We need to end cash bail. We need more alternatives to incarceration. We don't need trial by ambush, which means we have to reform our discovery laws in the state of New York. We should not criminalize mental illness or poverty. And we also need to reform a grand jury system which is cloaked in secrecy. It's important that we all understand. At one point in the history of this country, they went after several immigrant groups. And now they're going after Muslims. And they're going after other individuals. And now we're all in the same boat together. And that's why we've got to stand up. We've got to stand tall. We've got to stand for our freedom and our Constitution and our democracy. And at a time when Congress, particularly Republicans, do not have a backbone, it's important that Democrats put some steel in their backbone and fight back. I believe that this president is incompetent. I believe that this president is ill-equipped to serve in the highest office of this land. And I believe that he is an embarrassment to all that we stand for. He should be charged with obstructing justice. I believe that the President of these United States can be indicted for criminal offenses. And we would join with law enforcement and other attorneys general across this nation in removing this president from office. In addition to that, the Office of Attorney General will continue to follow the money because we believe that he's engaged in a pattern and practice of money laundering the money from foreign governments here in New York State, and particularly related to his real estate holdings. It's It's important that everyone understand that the days of Donald Trump are coming to an end. But we can only do it if all of you exercise the most fundamental right, a right which is basic to democracy, and that is the right to vote.
You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab, and email. You can now find us on Spotify. Just go to the podcast section and type Canadian Politics with a Twist, and you'll find us. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments at Spreaker.com under A Radio, that's EHRADIO, A Radio, and please click on the like button. And you can find all my podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Moments tab.